Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. On the visitors' sideline, Giants head coach Brian Daboll. His team fired up and ready for this one. On the other side, his counterpart, the Commanders head coach. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. And a solid one back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So here come the Giants, and Greg, it is the latest stop for Russell Wilson. A decade and a Super Bowl in Seattle, 2 years in Denver, last year in Pittsburgh, and now Russell Wilson is the Giants QB.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. It's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big away with a big win today.
Throwing to begin, it's Wilson. Oh, and they come after him right away, and Deputy goes on the first play of the game. The NFL's active leader in sacks, Von Miller, off to the dream start for a pass rusher. A sack on the very first play of the season. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and third down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Russ. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. Hendricks, he's got his first sack of the season here early in week 1.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So here come the Commanders, and they are led by the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2024. Greg, it was such a good rookie campaign for Jaden Daniels out of LSU.
Mike, isn't there just something different about week one of the NFL season? I mean, after months of anticipation, debate, speculation, it all gets settled on the field. New coaches, new teams, rookies playing their first time. Man, it's just an exciting time of year, and I'm pumped to be calling it alongside you.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
That's good for a Commander's first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Daniels.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning first and second down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in third and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down. On the handoff, it's Robinson. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. That's Dexter Lawrence in for the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Another run here for Robinson. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Not what you want to see. Quarter one of week one. They've converted twice on third down on this drive. Now facing third and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Dan. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. The rookie out of Penn State, Abdul Carter, the first-round pick, making an instant impact. A sack here in the season opener.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
His kick is good, and the Commanders are out to an early 3-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
On the return, it's Robinson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10.
So, Greg, here are the Giants, and here's a team that really needs to start going in the right direction. They've had double-digit losses 7 of the last 8 years, including 3 and 14 a year ago. So what are the pieces to start getting this thing in a much more positive direction?
Well, I think on the positive side, Mike, I think at least on the defensive side of the ball, you're seeing them really start to accumulate some top-tier defensive players. They're young, they're athletic, they're fast, so that's a good thing. But now on the offensive side of the ball, they probably have one of the most interesting quarterback rooms in the entire league, right? They got James Winston, they got Russell Wilson, they draft Jackson Dart. So the question is Russell Wilson the Week 1 starter and the Week 18 starter, or is he just on a short leash until they feel they can get the young rookie up to speed? So I think there's a lot of questions for Brian Daboll and this offensive staff. Who's the quarterback? Is it the short term? Is it the long term? And if so, is one of those quarterbacks capable of competing in the NFC East?
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 2. On the zone read, a give to Tracy. And this This defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain. Well, that field empty here for 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First down, Giants.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he'll get about 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not what you want to see quarter 1 of week 1. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from the April draft. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. This 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. A short one there to Bellinger. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
First down, New York.
Now Russ. They try to work the screen with Scatterboo. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the Commanders' 25-yard line.
Now it's Tracy looking to run. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Back at the 27.
You can see the running back. He's waiting patiently for that cutback lane to open, and it just never did. Great job by the defense continuing to string that play out sideways, and they're able to take him down for a loss.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Not what you want to see quarter 1 of week 1. Slayton is the man in motion. They'll run with Scatterboo. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
And the Giants are going to have it 1st and goal. They'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line.
1st and goal, Giants.
Scatterboo is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown, New York.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Makes the score Giants 7, Commanders 3.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. On the return, Noah Igbenogany. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So, Greg, here are the Commanders, and could anything change in a year the way everything around Washington did? Coaching, quarterback play, future of the franchise, it all just turned around off that great season. Now they got to do it on the field again here this year.
Yeah, and you just can't say enough about Dan Quinn. And you and I, we've sat in a lot of meetings with him over the years, Mike. And when he walks in the room, You just feel good. You feel confident. You feel like he's under control. He's just one of those guys that has an aura about him that just makes you say, you know what, that guy's in charge, and I'm just going to go wherever he tells me. And you kind of saw that happen on a roster that I would say was a good roster. They were superstar at quarterback in Jaden Daniels, but the rest of their roster still was a work in progress. So as they continue to acquire new players, continue to build that roster around Daniels, I tell you what, I think they won 12 last year. I wouldn't be surprised to see them hover around that same number and compete to win in what's a difficult division with the Eagles. But when it comes to the end of the season, I think they're going to be right there with them.
A loss of 2 brings up second.
Throwing on second down. Daniel. A quick slant on the money to McClure. He gets free. And he will score. Touchdown, Commanders. For Daniels, last year's Offensive Rookie of the Year. First touchdown pass of his sophomore season. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Commanders with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Emir Smith-Marset now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Giants offense and running back Cam Scalaboo headed out for their next possession. Hey, Greg, you think about the NFC East, I was always fond of saying, you're not allowed to rebuild in the NFC East. Think about these fan bases, Philly, Washington, Dallas, the Giants. Their fans don't stand rebuilds very often. Always feels a different pressure in this division to be one of the best teams in the league every year.
And it's just such a fun division. And last year,
in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Johnny Newton working his way in to register his first sack of the new season.
if there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Wilson. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And that is incomplete.
That has to be a disappointing end to this drive. Just think, when they took the field on this possession, Mike, they're thinking they got a shot to go down there and take the lead, but they couldn't even get to midfield, let alone the end zone. If they end up getting another shot before halftime, they've got to find a way to have better execution than they did right here.
And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and take. There's Terry McLaurin and the Commanders offense heading out for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. Now Daniel throwing on 1st and 10. That one complete to Brian Robinson. He's going to be marked down up around the 33.
It's a gain of 11. That's good.
Run it here with Robinson. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That one good for 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Throwing is Daniels. He'll get that to his tight end, Ben Sinnott. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He is brought down at the 28-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Yeah, it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
On 4th down, the Commanders send out Matt Gay to try the field goal. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders add on to their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. You know, Greg, early on, it's always new faces in different places. Off-season movement, what caught your eye?
I think there's so many good ones, right? You talk about Stephon Diggs. He ends up in New England, and Cooper Kupp now. He's moving on to Seattle from the Rams, but I think it's the guy the Rams signed to replace him, Davante Adams. I know he's not the youngest anymore, but watching him play in New York with Aaron Rodgers last year with the Jets, he can still run, he can still make every catch, he can still go up and compete at the high point. I think you put Davante Adams with Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua, in that offense run by Sean McVay. I think that's a sneaky, maybe not a sneaky because he's a really household name, but I think that's a great signing by the Rams.
And always interesting from the offseason, the quarterback movement and unique ties. Some of the biggest names were or now are Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, now the guy that is going to line up behind center for Seattle, Mike, is Sam Darnold. And, of course, we all saw that incredible season he had last year in Minnesota with Kevin O'Connell and Justin Jefferson and that really dynamic Vikings offense. So now he goes to Seattle. I think he's going to have an inspired Cooper Kupp. He was let go from the Rams. He's healthy. He's a big weapon. Jackson Smith and Jigba. He has some pieces in that puzzle that he can push the ball downfield to. So I'm excited to see Sam. That's what everyone thought he was going to be coming out of college when he was a high draft pick of the New York Jets.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and inches.
Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Here's a toss left side to Eckler. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
I can promise you that when that play caller sent that 2nd and short play in, he never imagined his next play call would be 3rd and long. But After that loss there, that's the case, and he's got to be scratching his head.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Giants' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Now, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Dorrance Armstrong getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Wilson to throw. Quick slant looked in by Neighbors. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play.
The motion there, tight end Johnson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen on now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. The Commanders' offense about ready to take over once more. Now, Greg, you start to think about, okay, who are the teams that didn't make the playoffs last year that have a chance this year? Look, it happens every year. We just have to identify who they are. Who are a couple top of mind for you as we start 2025?
As I start in the AFC, I think the Cincinnati Bengals. And you got to think the way their season ended last year, they rattle off 5 wins straight, really on the back of Joe Burrow. We could have made the argument if they're a playoff team that Joe Burrow was the best player in the league. I mean, he was incredible. Most weeks, Mike, he single-handedly carried that offense. Now, new defensive coordinator in Al Golden coming from the college ranks. Can he just make that defense in Cincinnati average? Because if they just play a little bit better with that high-profile offense, I think they're a team. They might not win the division with Baltimore, but they're going to be close and maybe at least get one of those wild card spots.
Why don't you flip it over? Who are the guys you're watching in the NFC?
You know, I think Dallas is going to find themselves, just the fact that I know the division is difficult. Obviously, Philadelphia remains really strong. Does Washington kind of regress a little bit back now in year 2? They were the high-profile, big splash team of last year. Do they regress to the median? Time will tell. But I think healthy Dallas, healthy Dak, healthy Micah Parsons, like that roster that we saw play last year is not the roster on paper that we expected to see. So I think Dallas has a chance. I think San Francisco always is going to be a team, again, dealt with their own injuries last year with McCaffrey and all the stuff on defense. So I think San Francisco and Dallas are 2 perennial teams we expect to be in the playoff hunt. If they missed out last year, I wouldn't be shocked to see them back in it again this year.
From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 8. He'll run again.
They went to the design court run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They got 1st and goal coming up.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. So we reach 2-minute warning here in the opener. And this offense in the red zone, if you will. Only fitting to check in with Scott Hansen and find out what's coming up at halftime. Scott.
I see what you did there, Mike. Thank you. And coming up at the half, the debut of the brand new halftime show. Scores and highlights from around the NFL. That's all coming up in 2 minutes.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
Third and goal. It's Daniel. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number one. On fourth down, the Commanders send out Matt Gay to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Commanders can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Giants offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll start out first down and 10. Back to throw. Wilson. That'll be caught by the running back Singletary. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3. Wilson. That's complete. Bryce Ford-Wheaton was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. In motion, it's Robinson. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. The Giants going to call their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. Wilson will throw again. Now a screen to be set up for Singletary. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. First down, New York. Again, Wilson. He takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Today is the day we've been working towards all summer, the debut of our new halftime show. So without further ado, let's roll. Our trip around the NFL starts now, and it starts with a good one in the AFC West. And it's LA's leading receiver as a rookie last year, Ladd McConkey. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. From there, why don't we go to South Philly, look in on the Eagles as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And this is Devontae Smith. 77 yards for the touchdown. The Eagles begin their title defense with a victory in the season opener. One more to tell you about. We go to Jacksonville, the Jags taking on the Carolina Panthers. And it's Trevor Lawrence. He's got nobody open, so he'll just hot-foot it himself. 7 yards for the touchdown. Both teams a little slow to get the offenses in gear. It's week 1. We're all tied at the half. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Returning is Igbenogany. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Commanders offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive.
Still first down.
They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them
game,
5.
Offense. Still first down.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off
Delay
on
of game,
time.
offense. Still first down.
The Commanders about to send this one away, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. The Giants offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. That is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Lawrence Armstrong. He works his way in to record the second sack of his young career.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Now he'll run it. That one good for 8 does it. A very quick first down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Washington Commanders.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Robinson running right. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Here's Daniels. Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And that is incomplete. Trying to get that one to Noah Brown.
Incomplete.
And it's going to be 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Here's Smith-Marset. And some nifty running on the return. But that's some good yardage before he was taken down. The Giants offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 3.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson.
At the 29-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again.
Wilson's pass.
And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tracy. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Juan Martin is there for the stop.
He's brought down
2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd down.
Now Russ. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. In trouble, and down he goes.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
The Giants sending out their punter as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. This brought in out past the 20. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. The Commanders' offense ready to get back to work. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniel. This one intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Russ. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. From the 25, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run with Tracy. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Scatterboo. And he will have a Giants 1st down. They get 5 on 3rd and 1. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Tracy. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. And he's in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants.
New York.
For Russell Wilson, career touchdown pass, 351, but number 1 as a New York Giant. Now, Gano for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Giants will cut it to a 2-point lead.
Commanders 16. Giants 14.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
First and 10.
The Commanders' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. Off the zone read, Daniel's going to hang on to it. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be second down.
Moving on the stop. A gain of 3 brings up second down at the 30-yard line.
Running right up the gut, it's Eckler. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Commanders' first down.
It's a gain of 11. And a Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They run it once more with Eckler. And a good burst there. He'll get 7 up to midfield. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and a couple.
Second down at the 50-yard line.
Again, it's Eckler. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Third down
The
and 3.
tackle made back at his own 49.
From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. He'll try and get there on the ground. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. First down, Washington.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Mike, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
On the give, it's Eckler. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
It's third
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he will power his way into the end zone. Austin Eckler. Touchdown, Washington. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Now Gay for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9.
Giants 14.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. On the return, it's Smith-Marset. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
They're on the 25-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That is caught. It's Robinson. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. From the 31, here's 2nd and 4. A run to start the fourth quarter, and here's Tracy. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Loss of 2 yards.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll run to begin the drive with Eckler. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Here's a 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32.
To throw is Daniels. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. It is 3rd and 10.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down.
Daniels now going to look to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Tracy looking to run. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And the Giants' 1st down.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down. In the shotgun, Wilson. And open downfield, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That pickup, Giants. Good for 29 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over?
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Eric Hendricks starting the season with a bang. His 2nd sack in the season opener.
Even when it seems like they're putting a nice drive together, Mike, they just can't seem to escape this pass rush. It has been relentless all game long, and they get him here again.
And they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again. Bobby Wagner in there to bring him down. That's his first sack of the year.
And it's really been their inability of the offensive line to keep the quarterback upright. And it's a big reason why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's got his man. That's Slayton. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. They'll bring up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
A 50-yard attempt.
This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And they are indeed back within one score.
17.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
Washington will take over.
The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Eckler. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 7.
2nd down at the 40-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Daniel. He runs with it. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards. And most importantly, a 1st down.
That's good for a Washington.
Got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a... This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Now this looks like a... He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was taken down behind the line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take him down for a loss.
And he will slide at the end, give him about 5. And now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Watch twins! Watch twins!
They run this straight ahead with Eckler. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On the give to Eckler. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock?
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Zach Ertz. Touchdown, Commanders. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome.
The Commanders will...
Throwing is Daniel. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Commanders 31. Giants 17.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
The Giants offense ready to take over possession of the football. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Russ. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. And that is going to be good enough. He's got that 1st down. So conversion, and they move it to the 46-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards. First down.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. They'll drop to throw. Quick slant looked in by Neighbors. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
8-yard pickup. First down, New York.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
A loss of 7 yards. It's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards on the play.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. The Commanders' offense make their way out to take over once more. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Eckler now on 1st and 10. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. We'll give it to Eckler on the option. Fighting off tackles, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. They stop it here with 1:07 on the clock. Daniels going to keep it on the zone read. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That is hard. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
Victory very much as they'll take a knee. 2nd and 11. So it's a win here for the Commanders. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.